Hello my friends, welcome back to another episode of Relaxation Oil Painting. As you can see, we have a landscape painting today, canvas. We'll do a seascape for a change. I thought something colorful with some silhouette bottom here. As you can see, we have the master in the background, Mr. Bob Ross himself. I am no Bob Ross. I say that almost every episode. I just paint for fun. I'm not a professional. I only do this like once a month. So don't expect anything great. He used to be able to do it in 27 minutes flat. I'm going to take a little bit longer. But just enjoy. Sit back and relax. We all have this COVID-19 scare going on. So we need to do more things, especially if we're forced to. Like myself, we had to cancel classes for a while. We need to relax a bit more. So sit back, relax, have a beer, have a beverage of your choice, lay down, fall asleep, let me bore you to death. But let's do some painting together and just spend a little time relaxing. I have a very minimum canvas here, palette. White, Indian yellow, bright yellow, some alizarin crimson, phthalo blue, and some Prussian blue, and we'll add a little bit of black a little bit later. So as you can see, very simple colors. You can paint along with me if you wish. We're doing this wet on wet technique style of Bob Ross here. I got my painter's cap going on, my white smock to get dirty here, and I'm just going to take off a little bit of this excess liquid white that I added earlier. I don't want too much on here. I just covered the top 2/3 here. Let's do this. I haven't shown you this before. I'm going to take some tape, some masking tape, and I'm going to create a horizon line. So I want the horizon right about maybe here. I want a lot of sky. So what I'm going to do here is just tape this. All this does is keep the line straight for the horizon line. It's a secret, painter's secret. You guys now know it. This just keeps your horizon line straight. If it's curved, it'll look kind of odd. So there we go. We have a nice horizon line. I'm going to spend some time in the sky today, and we'll put a sunset. Okay, some bright colors to brighten up our COVID spirit here. I went to Walmart this morning. I shopped early because people are going crazy and stocking up on things. So the preppers out there are laughing at the rest of us who don't prepare very well for emergency states such as this. And it is true, the entire shelves of toilet paper were gone. I don't quite understand why you need extra toilet paper with a virus. It doesn't make any sense to me. Water maybe, but I don't understand people sometimes. But let's go and start to paint here. Enough of that. I'm going to use a 1-inch brush. Actually, let's use this for a change. I don't know what this is called. It's called a half-size round. This just makes a small area. I'm going to take some white, a little bit of the, let's see, we'll use some of the golden yellow here. What they call Indian yellow is the name of the color. And I'm just putting a little on the brush, distributing it evenly, and maybe just a touch of the alizarin crimson. I want this kind of on the red side here. A little bit more paint. It's kind of cool. So I have several different patterns here. Okay, let's go up and start on the sky here. I'll take a nice photo of this when we're done. Let's have here, let's put a sun for a change. So I want to move in and make some crisscross strokes, just adding color to the canvas. Okay, pretty easy. Nothing difficult about that, is there? And of course, wherever the sun is farthest, it's going to fade out more. Let's go in and add a little bright yellow to this and put it kind of here. This is where it's a bit more yellow. Okay. And a little crimson as well. I want to change up like this. The farther out we go, darker it gets toward the space out here. Again, I'm just scraping in color. This should go fairly fast today. Loading up more here, maybe some different color here. I'm changing the colors up. More red. Hope you can see it. And I'm also going to take the same color and add it to here. So this will be some of the water you can see. There. I have to squint quite often, and because of this bright light, and I don't have this light on, you guys can't see what I'm doing, so I add that in, and you'll see me change hands. I paint with two hands here, ambidextrous, I guess. Alright, so we have a little more yellow here. Let's add a little more of that. Kind of a mixture of colors. I like the color scheme already. A little dark. In from the side. Alright. Good. Now, I'm going to leave that red on this brush. I'm going to add a little blue, which will make a violet. Let's use a knife for this, so I'm going to find a knife. Let's mix some blue and alizarin crimson, a little white too. You might be able to hear the heater in the background. I have that on. It's quite cool down here in the basement, so I need some heat. This is painting I'm painting right now in the month of March, so I need some heat down here. That's pretty good there. I want a little bit more red, more of a red tinge since this is a sunset. I'm just using the knife. This just helps me mix quicker here. Again, you guys don't have to go fast. Take your time if you're painting with me. Each painting will be completely individual. Don't try to copy what I do. I mean, you can copy the outline, but as soon as you put on your first stroke, it's going to change it and make it yours. It's kind of a nice color there. Cool. Okay. So now that that's mixed, I'll go into the same brush, load it up. No, I don't need much paint here. Just a little bit. Okay, let's go up to the canvas and add in some dark here. So up here, we get darker. Blending it in. Darker toward the edges where it would naturally be darker. Atmosphere up there. And we'll add some here. Just pulling in the edge a little bit. This will be our water. I'm not worrying about the bottom because I'll show you what we're going to do here in a few minutes. Okay. Pretty cool, huh? Now, let's go in take a 2-inch brush and kind of soften this up. You can see I have a large blender brush here, 2 inches across. Pretty much you could paint a house with it. We're going to paint a seascape. So taking it here, starting from the bottom up, I'm going to blend this heavily, making this light here. Blending our way up. Once I go up into the blue, I'm not going to come back, so I want this soft so that you can't tell where one blends into the other. Crisscross strokes here. And all this does is soften the sky. And then we lightly go across here. Good. Same with the bottom here in the ocean. Blending this out nice and soft. This is not about huge detail. Your brain and your eye will fill in the spaces here. Brain does a good job at creating pictures from this. Okay, so you can see we have a sky going on, nice light to dark. Now I'm going to spend some time here. Let's put in, before I do anything else, I want to put a sun in. Now let's experiment. I don't know if this is going to work. Let's put a sun in, a large one. So the sun, I'll use white to start, and then maybe I'll change. I'm actually going to put it on my finger here, some white paint. Okay, let's just start over here and see what we come up with. Here. I can tell that's right now it's not going to show up very well. I need this to be fairly big. Making a circle here, back to childhood finger painting, huh? Now I take a 2-inch brush and very lightly blend this and soften it. I don't want this to be sticking out. Can the camera see that? Very hazed out sort of sun. Let's go ahead and put just a touch of yellow on top. Just a little, whoops, a little bright yellow and white. Let's try a bit more yellow. Good. Let's smooth that out. Kind of pushes it back, doesn't it? Nice. Can you see the sun? Take some paper towel and scrape here. I want to take off that purple color. And I want to add in yellow and white here. I want this to be reflecting the sun more here. How you guys doing so far? Are you asleep yet? Should I act like Bob Ross to keep you awake? Now then. He always says, now then, after every sentence. Now then. Now then. Alright, so we have the sky. Let's add some clouds, and I want this to be pretty dramatic. I like the softness, but I want to add a couple clouds. So let's use this lavender. Take a fan brush here. Do I have a fan brush available? I should. Let's see, here's one. I want to turn off this heat. It's much more quiet, isn't it? So let's go into this lavender color. Okay. And let's scrape in a couple of clouds. From here, we have some blue clouds coming across. Like high cirrus clouds coming in. Almost like distant mountains. See them far away. There's one floating here. It's kind of nice. Let's have one from this side coming in. And let's take it there. Perhaps there's a cold front coming in. Boom. Let's cut it right across that sun. Oh yeah. Look how that pushes the sun way back. See? Now the sun's far away. Understand? I'll take a few from here. We'll soften this out in a second. It looks a little weird, but it'll soften in a moment. Yeah, that's nice. Now, take a brush, clean, dry, and come in. Just take these back. Okay. Blending them in. It softens the entire sky, pushes it way back, miles and miles of imagination back in the sky, where your dreams lie. Look at that, that's cool. Push that way back, soften these a bit more. Can you see? See it? Okay, good. Looks like Florida, perhaps. California coast, maybe, I don't know. Alright, good. Now, let's remove this tape. Check this out. Now we have a nice straight line from which to work. Understand, my friends? So we can take a small brush, maybe this little 1-inch brush. This is a 1-inch brush, and then maybe just take a little bit of red, orange color here. And scrape in a little bit more color. Take your time here. Just pushing in some color near the horizon. I want some white to show. Smoothing it out, pushing it miles away. Can you see it now? That's good. All right, I like it. Like it. Bit more red here. Watch this. A little bit more of this. I don't like that's not quite the same. Let's change that up because this is more of a red. There it is. Now you could leave it like that if you wanted, but we're going to continue. Now let's scrape in. I'm going to use a little bit of white. Let's find a knife. Clean off our knife. It's a good idea to keep some paper towel around. Well, you won't find it at Walmart now, will you? Not with this epidemic going on. Take some white and scrape it down a little. So what are you guys up to today? Just laying around? Taking a break from life? That's a good thing. Here. Scraping a little white. Gets wider as we come down. Pushing these out like waves. I'll show you how we smooth these out in a moment. Just scraping in. Add some reflection on the water from the sun. Now, let's take our 2-inch brush and just gently push these out. Kind of melt them into the canvas. I don't want this too detailed. Pull them with perspective wider toward you, thinner toward the horizon, okay? And just dulling them a little bit just adds a little water there. Now we can go in. Now I'm going to work on the ocean. Clean off the excess paint. Now I'm going to find a little black. I use Bob Ross colors because they're thicker than normal paint. So if you're using a wet-on-wet technique, I advise you highly to use the Bob Ross colors. He's got the big afro on there. You can see that's Bob Ross. So these colors are thicker. There's less oil in them. So you want a stiff paint. If you buy another brand, caution, it won't work as well. I mean, you can try it. So let's add a little black here. Good. Now, let's take some blue, that purple, and a touch of black. I want this dark blue here. Crimson, black, a little red. Let's go in and put some darkness onto this ocean. Okay, so from the edge, just pulling in a little bit of motion. Don't need much. Little ocean here. And putting that dark color in makes the light pop more. See, now you have waves happening. Blending it out. I'm even going to take a touch of, I don't know if I have it on here. Let's take a little, I don't use this color often. This is called phthalo green. Yeah, phthalo green is a really interesting kind of a jade color. This stuff will last you a year. You don't need much phthalo green. One tube. I've had that for 2 years now, and look at it, it's barely touched. But phthalo green is meant for seascapes. So if I add just a touch of this, this makes a nice aqua blue. Coming in here. Oh yeah, that's nice. Now, you may not be able to see this as well as I can. This adds a nice blue touch. Yeah, it makes it a little bit more bright. Alright, let's clean that off. To clean my brushes, I use odorless paint thinner. I recommend that if you have a wife or a girlfriend, because she will not want this splattered all over the house. So this smells a lot. Turpentine smells, so use odorless paint thinner to contain the odor. Let's go right into some white. Brighten up this ocean a little. Straight white, straight titanium white. Just a touch of thinner. And let's load up the brush and add in a couple more ripples here. few white caps far, far away. See? Especially where the sun shines. You guys see the white here? Yeah, that's good. It just gives a little windy movement here in the surf. Yeah, makes it less flat, a little bit of action, a little movement. Good. Alright. Now, let's go into this. This is the fun part. Check this out. Let's go into paint thinner. Clean that brush off, put that back. Alright, so we have Midnight Black and how should we paint this? Let's use oh, it really doesn't matter what we use. What do you guys think? Doing the foreground. Let's use a filbert, big one. Nope, that one's no good. That one's no good. Let's use a 1-inch brush. Clean this off. I have a waste paper basket next to me to get the excess paint. Midnight Black, thinned down like ink. Watch this. This is the silhouette. This is what's going to make this pop. Are you ready? Are you brave? Boom. Watch. Now we create the foreground. Dark to light. You need that contrast. A little more thinner. Pick up a little bit of that. More black than anything. So now we have a beach. Let's make a big dune here. This dune comes up and comes down. And let's have one here too. Of course, you make these whatever shape you want. Can you see now how that just makes that pop? Isn't that cool? I love it. This is the power of painting. Creating your own world. Now what we can do is let's clean off that brush, get rid of most of the paint thinner and color and gray color here. Clean it, wipe it. Go into some sap green. A little yellow. Just tapping it into the bristles here. And where I hit, can you see the green grass now? Yes. Clean the brush again. Coming along nice. Now we're getting some grassy dunes in. Clean off that brush. Go right into some. Let's go into the Indian yellow, bright yellow, gold color. Tapping it here under the sun. This is where you would see a little more color. Good. Leave the bottom dark, of course. Just changing the hue underneath. Give it some texture. Alright, put that down and go in and add a little more green here. Let's soften this up a bit. Good. Smoothing out the bottom. Now you can go back in if you want and add more black to the bottom. Here. This is a shade of purple color here. Not quite black, it's like a dark, dark gray. I like that. Okay, so we have a dune. Now let's add in Let's add in some seagrass, and for this I'm going to use a fan brush. Guys still with me? Everyone doing well? Let's find some more Midnight Black. So we have Midnight Black and a little green, more black, much more black. Okay. Go in here and add some brush in. So from here, adding in some seagrass. Just pulling up with the fan brush. Sorry if my fat head's in the way. This adds the detail. Smoothing out the bottom here. See how this just adds a nice detail to the front. Now check this out. Let's use a liner brush. Do I have one? Do I have an official liner brush? Looking around, I don't see one. Just hiding. Let's use this one. Will it work? This might work. Yeah, this will work. Liner brush into the black to make kind of a gray, a little green, grayish green. And I'm rolling it to make it like, I don't know if that's going to work. This brush has had it. Let's try it. Yeah, it'll work. Just scraping in a couple of these. Couple grasses here. I want to thank those of you who have sent me things. Occasionally I get stuff in the mail from people. They sent me That's a better brush. People have sent me posters, a coffee mug, paintings, cards, postcards. Please send me photos of your work. I would love to see it. Send it to the email I put here, okay? Please do that. I love to see people's paintings. And I'd love to see yours if you create one. Please send it. We have some seagrass here. Isn't that cool? That just adds a little bit more dynamic to it. Now you can take a little of this if you want to make the kind of the oak here, and you can put a few dots here. You know, it's a flower. You know, the sea oaks, the kind of like little grasses that grow by the ocean. Against the light, those would be silhouetted, of course. Let's put a few here. See? Dot here and there. Now, watch this. Let's change the colors. Now, go back to this black here, create some darkness on this side. Maybe right here. Let's take this brush. Guys still with me? Oh. Let's take that. Let's add some dark. I want this darker. Darker here too. Black. Let's clean this off. Using some yellow ochre. Maybe there's a little light here. Where the sun is. This is where the light would hit the most. A little bit of a bright path, perhaps, where you can walk and have a picnic. That'd be cool. See, a little light highlighting a bit here. Just sparkle it up a little bit. Yeah, a little. Let's bring a little up top here. A touch. Oh, I like that, yeah. Let's add some nice detail here. Okay, so you guys can see this is a basic, simple idea that anyone out there can do. You guys can do it as well. It's very easy. Nothing special about it. It just takes practice and time, and I love it. It's a nice way to brighten up a room, isn't it? Totally brighten up a room. Yeah. Understand, everyone? Do you get it now? You see how easy it is to paint and let go of the world when you need to. Not everything is about mass hysteria, huh? Remember the important things in life, which is health. Health, family, friendships, sense of purpose, and relaxation. So there we go. Last thing I'm going to add is a little paint thinner. And a little bit of black here. Couple of birds flying here. See? Big one. All right, a couple of seagulls flying, and there we go. We have a simple painting. All right, my friends, I'll let you go there, let you get back to your life. I really appreciate you taking some time with me to enjoy with this simple landscape. I hope you relax a little bit. I hope this inspires you to pick up a paintbrush and start yourself. So on behalf of Bob and myself, this is Todd Norcross. Again, thank you for your attention, and we'll see you on the next episode of Relaxation Oil Painting. Stay safe, everybody.